What if I told you the way it has always been done is not the best way? Facing your fears will change your life. The passion behind this journey is merging two separate worlds into one with the goal of creating value and awareness for a better life.
I'd rather be sidelined trying to achieve greatness than watch greatness achieved and it only set on the sideline. Now introducing your host, Jacob Emery.
This episode is brought to you by R&R Pipeline, an infrastructure company. Our purpose? Enhancing America's infrastructure with a safety-driven, integrity-led culture that provides an environment for team members to grow and thrive. So most of you probably don't know this much about me in this arena, but weightlifting, athletic event, different arenas of training. I have been in the game for a long time. I'm 35 now. I probably started at 13, so I'm showing my age a little bit, but 13 to 15 I started getting into it, and I have been disciplined and fairly consistent throughout my entire life, more in the last few years than ever before now, because I think I understand the power of the return on investment better than I ever had. But at the end of the day, this takes a long time to do. If anybody is thinking that they're going to hop in the gym and just change their life in 6 months and they will never have to do all the hard things and overcome all the obstacles, you are so mistaken and so wrong. You do not overcome years of incompetent habits with months of hard work. That's not how this works. And to be honest with you, you never stop working out. You never stop being consistent. It never stops. It becomes part of the process. And eventually, after all the pain and the injuries and the imbalances and overcoming obstacles and the adversity and the setbacks, you take 100 steps forward, you take 101 steps back some days, and that's just part of the journey. You got to understand the long-term game here. It never ends. Everything that you're doing is always going to need to get better. It's never going to be perfect. It's never going to be where you need it. There are more of a, let's call it a maintenance season, or where you're not pushing so hard because of that season of your life. That's part of the game also. But just know that the iron game is absolutely never ending. You never stop trying to get stronger and building muscle and doing the right thing to provide for your mental and physical health. So with weight training, a lot of research now really showcases this, and I'm so glad that the focus is being changed to this thought. Shout out Mind Pump, Raw Fitness Truth, about 2015, I think is when they launched it. And damn, did it change my life forever. Them guys helped me understand and tie together things that I had struggled with at such a base concept, because I trained so much and so hard, and I tracked my food. I did everything that I was supposed to do by society standards, and I was not happy with my results. I felt like I wasn't getting nothing out of it. I was stressing myself out trying to eliminate my stress. Tracking calories, stressful at that point after so long. My sleep, my recovery, my training, down to the calories, every single calorie burned. I went through so much trial and error, which I'm glad I did now, because now I can help other people go through the same thing. But at the end of the day, what is the best diet? What is the best training protocol for anybody, for everybody? And it is the same thing for everybody. There is one common denominator with the best program and the best nutrition. It's the one you'll stick to. It's the one that best fits you for your goals. There is no magic pill. There is no magic diet. There is not a one-size-fits-all as far as the actual micro detail of that program, the training split. Everybody is different. Food allergies, body types, there's so many different things that can go into this. So understanding that, okay, let's start at the base level. What is the best program for anybody and everybody? It's the one that you'll do consistently. End of story. Because you can have the best plan in the entire world and do it inconsistently and get nothing out of it. And you can have a half-assed plan done consistently and probably achieve pretty good results just by doing the damn thing. You don't need a perfect plan. You just need to do something every single day over time for a long time and continue to evolve in it and get better at it and learn from it. Don't wait on this elaborate plan. Don't wait on anything. Take a step and go. And the crucial point about this is understanding that you are not just doing a thing once. You're doing a thing once a day for the rest of your life. This is not a temporary time frame. And if you don't look at it from that standpoint, if you look at this as a transformation, I'm going to do this for 12 weeks and then I'll be good. No, you won't. You won't even make it to the 12 weeks more than likely. And after the 12 weeks, if you do and you actually go through with it and you don't continue, you will be so far backwards after the next 12 weeks because you lost the purpose behind of it. This isn't something to do because you hate yourself. This is something to do because you love and respect yourself and you want to be that way for the rest of your life. I started lifting weights because of adversity, because of being made fun of, for being a fat kid. I started for the wrong reasons. I hated who I was. I was ashamed to take my shirt off. It shit hurt. It burned me inside. I would dread going to any type of event at school where I had to have my shirt off in front of other people. I remember acting like I was sick and trying to stay home. Even into the high school years, I avoided it like the plague. If I had an option not to go, or I could get out of going, I would. And I worked out then. So what does that tell you? Like, that shit hurt. Now, the reason that I didn't understand it, why? Why did it hurt? Well, because I gave a shit about other people's opinions. And guess what I don't now? I don't give two fucks about other people's opinions. Because it doesn't matter. We're all going to be on this earth for a certain amount of time. We're all going to die, and that is inevitable. The one consistent thing for every human on earth is their time will come, and they will no longer be here. And when you understand that, you start to understand the value of another person's opinion. There's minimal value in it majority of the time. And it doesn't mean that it's bad. It just means that you have to care about your opinion so much that other people's opinions are irrelevant to you. So, this journey, if you have 100 pounds to lose, it's going to take time to lose that. But the muscle building component, back to the mind pump, muscle building is the currency of longevity. It is the organ of longevity. Obesity is one of the most common things now as a problem in society. But the underlying issue is the lack of muscle to carry the weight. People are overweight, but they're under strength to carry that weight as well. So when you have a 300 or 350 pound person, it's not just the fact they weigh 350 pounds, it's the fact they're not strong enough to move that weight. So their body deteriorates because of it. The muscle mass is the key element to longevity. It is something now proven with research and data. And thank God it is, because so long have we heard you gotta do cardio, it burns more calories, cardiovascular exercise is amazing for your health overall. But if you want longevity, if you want the best bang for your buck, it's not about the amount of sweat you have during the workout. It's not about the amount of calories you burn just in that hour time frame of the workout. What signal are you sending your body? What are you saying to your body when you go and apply yourself in a physical realm? Are you saying, we need to get stronger? So the food that I put in is going to strength. If you say, I'm going to go run a marathon today, that food is going to survival. It is going more toward fueling survival than fueling strength. And that is the underlying obesity problem that is more talked about now. I don't claim to be some research guru. I'll leave that to the Lane Nortons and the intelligent people of the world. I don't have a PhD. I barely survived high school. I'm not that intelligent with it, but I do understand the concepts and the basics of it. And I will tell you this. The therapeutic effect from lifting weights, from picking up heavy iron, overcoming an obstacle, having it and applying it to your daily life will show you progress and overcoming adversity and facing fear in such a way that you will never understand until you do it. Because especially if you power lift at any point, especially if you lift heavy, eventually you will have an injury. You will have something that happens and you will have to face a fear of it happening again. And when it comes to you, I will give you a prime example. Westside Barbell, 5 rep max one day, George Halbert, Tony Ramos. Tony Ramos is sitting there cussing me out, telling me I'm weak, telling me I'm soft, which rightfully so, because I was. And he's getting in my shit. And he's on one that day. George Halbert's right there just getting after me. And we're doing a 5 rep max. But I was feeling it that day. Woo! I was feeling it too much. And I got humbled really quick. 5 rep max, going for it, 385. Smoked the first one. And I'm not letting the weight come down. I'm pulling the weight to my chest. Because I know if I'm going to get 5, I got to go quick. I got to get everything I got. Smoke the second rep. And I'm feeling myself now. And I come down fast and I get ready to push that 3rd rep. And I get about halfway up. And I don't know what happens. But I know that I wake up next with Tony smacking me in the mouth, trying to wake me up. My arms are up above my head, knocking me out for a second. That weight slipped out of my hands. I got humbled that day. I couldn't breathe right for 6 to 8 weeks. That shit hurt. That shit hurt. And when I realized that I didn't puncture a lung, nothing's catastrophic, it was a relief. But then for 6 to 8 weeks, every day, every time I would laugh, I would sneeze, I would do anything, I would feel it in my rib cage. I would feel it, the bruising, the swelling. Drop 385 pounds, 18 inches off your chest in about a split second, and let me know how you feel. And I was scared to get back under that bar for about 3 seconds. I had a split decision that I had to make. I took a couple weeks off, I think. I went back. You think them guys give 2 shits about your rib cage? There's guys up there dropping 800 pounds and doing another set right next to it. So they don't care. Your feelings don't matter. You're not that hurt. And I go back up there. I'm not expecting any grace or any, any like card or any pass to not do the thing. I'm sitting there and it's like, get the hell back on the bench. And what did I do? At a split second, I could have ran from it with some BS excuse. Oh man, ribs are still hurt. Broke a rib, cracked it. Doc said I got to take some time off. Even though that might be the case, they didn't give 2 shits. But I didn't do that. I got right back under the bar. I felt a hell of a lot better walking out of there that day than I did before because I faced the fear. Because the fear becomes bigger when you don't face it. The biggest way to have fear not be an issue in your life, to go away, is to understand it will never go away. Fear doesn't ever go away. You never lose fear. The fear that you have now will be the fear that you have forever. It never goes away, but you can mitigate the size of it and you can control it. And that's the beautiful thing about fear. Fear is undeniable in every human. It is unequivocally going to be in your life and present majority of your life, if not forever. And it's not about the thought of never having fear, it's about controlling the fear. The thing that you're most fearful about can be mitigated with your preparation. I used to have a fear of taking my shirt off. Well, guess what? I don't anymore because I am prepared with my discipline every day and prepared with my mental fortitude of not giving a shit what people think. So every day for however long I've been preparing and overcoming my fear. Public speaking, talking on camera, doing the thing I'm doing right now. This is not comfortable for me. I wasn't born like waking up, being able to talk on camera. I was the shyest damn kid. I would get embarrassed so damn bad because I was overweight and ashamed of myself for so long. The side effect was I was uncomfortable speaking on camera in public. Oh, what are people going to think? Is my shirt, show my belly, like all this other shit. This is not something that's natural to me, but I guarantee you that I will get better and I will continue to do better. I guarantee you now it's not uncomfortable, but it's not because I accidentally became uncomfortable. It's because I faced the fear of it. I put in so much time and effort and energy into getting better and overcoming it, that fear is right underneath here. I'm saying fear is right here right now. And it's just looking at me like, how are you doing this thing? You shouldn't be able to do this. It's on my terms. I'm controlling the fear. Fear is not controlling me. And when you realize that fear never goes away, you realize that life is nothing but a series of choices, and the choices in life take you where you want to go, right, wrong, or indifferent. You are not worthy of anything outside of your effort and the choices that you make within that effort. If you choose to smoke and make effort to be a shitty human, you deserve everything you're going to get. And if you apply yourself in a business sector and you apply yourself with your family and you desire to be a good father and a good business leader, you're going to probably get that. Effort and intent does not always promise outcome to be what you want, but I promise that you will get the things you desire in life, whether on the time frame you think or not, by both of those things. What is your intent and how much effort are you applying? You want to go into the arena, you better prepare for the arena. Don't walk into the arena unprepared thinking that you're going to go kill it every time and that it's always going to go that way. You will be severely humiliated and humbled. And if you learn from that, that might be the best thing that ever happens to you. None of this shit's guaranteed. None of it's guaranteed. No one is guaranteed success, but the ones that apply and reapply and continue to apply day after day after day, the compound effect of these habits and these efforts will build, and you will get the success you desire. This episode is brought to you by Max Effort Muscle. For all your supplement needs, go to maxeffortmuscle.com.